This past weekend, Americans were engaged in much-needed political discourse over the topic of the justice system and current immigration laws. This all started, of course, during the trial of Jose Zarate on Thursday, when he was found not guilty of murdering Kate Steinle, a California resident. Michael Flynn was also under heavy attention this weekend, as he is still undergoing FBI investigation. On Friday, ABC falsely reported that President Trump himself directed Michael Flynn to meet with Russian authorities during the final weeks of the campaign. As you may have noticed, fake news, as they call it, has become widely popular here in America, with journalists all across the political spectrum becoming incredibly eager to jump on this new, and if I might add, fantastic style of reporting. Fake news not only allows you to push your agenda, but also gives you the opportunity to create events, evidence, and country-toppling reports all out of thin air. Some would call this new discovery revolutionary. But let's get back on topic. Jose Zarate, now in the US for his 6th vacation after overstaying his last 5 visits and getting deported, has now gotten himself into a little bit of trouble with the law, some might say. 2 years ago, sitting on Pier 14 of Hermosa Beach in Los Angeles, Zarate found a loaded pistol underneath his bench. Obviously, he wanted to test this weapon out. Who wouldn't? So he fired the weapon along the pier, ricocheting the bullet off the ground and striking Kate Steinle in the back, ending her life. This case has gone under heavy scrutiny by both the media and the public, finally coming to a decision this past Thursday. The jury noted that the bullet ricocheted off the ground before contacting Steinle, thus meaning it was only an accident. They then proceeded to let Zarate off not guilty of murder or manslaughter, contrary to heavy pressure coming from the public. Not only did Zarate claim an innocent American's life, but he was also illegally residing in the United States. And that's 2 full gangster points right there. At this rate, he'll be ready to challenge the boss in no time. But in all seriousness, Americans need to start raising questions about who we are as a people and what we represent, in the hopes that we can begin to come to terms with how we go about preventing these tragedies, instead of just arguing over our pride. While Jose Zarate was in court in California, Michael Flynn was in D.C. facing controversy over his communications with Russian officials last year. Flynn is being accused in the Senate of lying to FBI officials about the nature of these conversations, which may have led to his resignation back in February. President Trump tweeted on Saturday about the matter, saying that he had to fire General Flynn because he lied to the Vice President and to the FBI. Several senators quickly stated how President Trump was obstructing justice by not sooner revealing that he knew General Flynn was lying. Republicans are now fighting back, stating that the president cannot obstruct justice, as he is the chief law enforcement officer of the United States. Therefore, he has the freedom to speak about the case as he desires. Will all of this become just water under the bridge as we progress in the coming weeks? Or will General Flynn face the end in due time? And will Americans start asking more questions regarding their judicial system and immigration policies? I'm afraid we'll just have to wait and see. This was Monday, December 4th on the Maverick Report, and these have been our most important weekend events. Join us on Wednesday for tomorrow and Wednesday's news.